Hey Soulsters, I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. Why don't you like the video, share, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Today, we have a pick a card reading about or on what you want, Judas. And ain't nobody got time for that. Listen, some of us have Judases in our lives that we have to cut off. The fact of the matter is, we already know who that Judas is. I already see you. You ain't hiding. I know who you are. And I know that you're not telling me the truth. And also, some of us, if you're thinking about who that Judas is and you don't know, well, guess what? You could be Judas. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying, look at the situation, baby. Look at the yin and the yang here. We have pile number 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Look at the piles, choose the pile that you like, and listen, this is for your growth. Linda, listen, it's for your growth. And not only your growth, but my growth too. And guess what? You're also helping Judas grow. If you got to cut Judas out of your life, trust and believe you're helping Judas. Because sometimes we need to be alone to contemplate on the shit we've done. Excuse my language. On the things that we have done to others, we have got to learn. And in this video, you'll learn that the things and the experiences that we've been through is what we needed to go through in efforts for us to have spiritual growth. There is healthy choices that needs to be made. There are signs and synchronicities that are happening in our lives. And some of us are experiencing dreams from on high. And you need to pay attention to that. Listen, this is a good read. I love it. Because I always have to ask myself, what you want, Judas? Soulsters, how you doing today? I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. Today, we have a pick a card reading, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Get the bell going just a little bit. All right. So today, in this pick a card reading, we're going to be asking, what you want, Judas? Because listen, like I said earlier, everyone has a Judas in their life. And if you don't know who that is, it could be you. But I digress. So let's start with pile number 1. In what you want, Judas? Pile number 1. Let's see what Judas wants. Let's see. First of all, now we have a Gemini. And you know, I love my Geminis. I do really love my Geminis. But there is either a Gemini who is being the one who is coming in to help others, and then there could be a Gemini in your life that is trying to bring you down. But what the universe wants you to know is it is time for you to what? Clear your mind. Clear your mind. We don't have time to be thinking about, this and about that. We are moving into a higher level. We're moving from the 3rd, 4th to 5th dimension. We have to let go of the past, forget about all those things that were holding us back. Clear your mind. And some of us, what's going on with the whole clear our mind, we are experiencing a lot of thoughts. I'm thinking the 10 of Swords, and that is an air sign. Gemini is an air sign, so 10 of Swords is the air sign. But what it does say, or the 9 of Swords, basically, the 9 of Swords is saying that, you know what, you're moving into a place where we are ending all those negative thoughts, anxiety, depression, PTSD, letting go of the trauma and move into a higher place. So what we need to do is what happened with Judas. Basically, look, my mind is clear and I see you. And as I see you, it is time to let you go. See, and we're talking about inner power, the divine father, connecting the divine mother, divine feminine, and the divine masculine together, going into a place where you are meditating. You are actually clearing your mind through meditation, through prayer, through contemplation. Dear Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me, moving into a higher place, allowing yourself to be settled within who you are, and listening not to Judas, but listening to your spiritual guidance, to your spiritual self, and moving into that place where you know that you're going to do your best work. That's what's going on here. See? And this is what we just talked about. When you clear your mind, look, she holding her temples. Baby, I don't have time for this. My heart is open. I have a new heart. My mind is open. I'm listening to my third eye. Listen, trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. Today, I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. Exactly what we just said. Exactly what we just said. There is a Judas in pile number one. There's a Judas in the midst. But the fact of the matter is, you've already pointed them out. You already know who they are. And you're preparing to, if you haven't already, cut them off. We don't have time for this. It's time to move to a whole new place, to a whole new world. And that's what we're doing. We're focusing, we're clearing our mind, bringing our divine mother and father together, our divine masculine and feminine together. And when we talk about divine mother and father, we're moving into a place where we're being guided. We're being guided, and we are becoming the spiritual guides. So you got to cut off the Judas. This is the time where you say, you know what? I know I'm preparing myself. I can feel it. I'm preparing myself to move to a higher place, to ascend to a new level. So Judas, you cannot come with me. Baby, you got to go your own way and I got to go mine. Trust your vibes. Trust your vibes. Harmony and resolution. This pile number one, this is what we're talking about. We are talking about you moving into a place of harmony and resolution, knowing who you are. And you cannot have Judas in the midst, because Judas brings conflict and confusion. And we don't have time for conflict and confusion. Not where we're getting ready to go. Because see, when you move to the fifth dimension, when you move to a higher place, your manifestation is going to be so fast. You're going to have to know how to implement your magic. You're going to know how to work in the light. So harmony and resolution is very important. Harmony and resolution is extremely important at this time. Listen, Linda, listen. Opportunity and change. You're moving into a place of opportunity and change where you are manifesting and you are bringing in opportunity, taking the opportunity, moving into a higher place, and you are changing not only yourself, but changing those things that are around you. Changing the mindset of not only yourself, but possibly the mindset of others. You are moving to a higher place where your wings are spread wide. You are moving on the air. That's why we got the Gemini coming in to tell you you're moving into a place where your mental stability is absolutely important and is paramount. Your wings are spread. You're ready. You're ready for flight. You're ready for flight. And guess what? You can't be flying with Judas hanging on your feet around your ankles. Biting at your ankles and stuff. We got time. Oh no, we got to move. See? Change. Change, guys, pile number one. Change is coming. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And air always move. This is what we're talking about. You're moving into a whole new place. This is what's being said to you, pile number one. You are moving into a whole new place. Change is abound. You need to take stock of your life and see what you doing, Judas. Okay? You got to take stock of that. You need to know. Ain't nobody got time for it. Listen, we got to move. We have to move and we have to know what is going on in our lives. And the very fact of the matter is you already know. You already know all these things. And if you're watching this video and you're asking yourself, what should I do? You already know what to do. You already know what to do. Why? Because you have purpose. You have purpose in this life. You got purpose. Let's get some more light on here. Let's see. There we go. Let's get some more light on here. I was wondering, what's going on? Why I can't see? Well, you know what? I'm definitely going to do another reading very soon about working, shadow work and working in the darkness, because that's what's going on. We have to learn to trust our inner selves. We have to learn to trust who we are and learn to work with our inner power here, with that inner power. We have to learn to work. And listen, you know I'm going to say it. The fact of the matter is, we already know. We already know. And let's see who else is coming in. So we got Gemini coming in, air sign, and we also have, well, we got a little fire coming in. We have Aries. Aries is telling you, Judas in the Aries, or whatever the case may be, you either Aries, you are the Judas, or you cut the Judas off. There we go. Staying fair and balanced, because we don't have time to be answering any questions like that. So step into your power. That's exactly what we've been talking about. Understanding your vibes. Trust your vibes. Co-creating. So, and Aries is about taking control and understanding who you are and understanding the I am in you. And I do believe Jesus was, and I'm just saying, I do believe that Jesus was an Aries while we celebrated his birthday, around Christmas and stuff like that. But, I'll look it up maybe. No. And see, when we're talking about, your inner power, the divine father and the divine mother, we have the yin yang here. Bring it, and I'm going to read 22 real quick, and then we'll move on to pile number 2. But the yin yang here is about combining your divine masculine and your feminine, understanding your light and your shadow side, incorporating everything about you, understanding that you've done nothing wrong. I'm here. Everything that I went through, I was supposed to go through it and learn. See? Healer of the age. Look at that. 51, which is 6, and 222, 2022 is 6. You're moving into a place where you are becoming the healer of the age, of the ages. Your hands are energy portals. Your heart chakra, wide open. Your third eye chakra, wide open. We've already said that. We already talked about this. And going through the portal, this doorway, walking through the doorway. You're preparing to walk through the doorway. And don't that look like Jesus? It looks like Jesus to me. Well, it looks like the depiction of what, Jesus is supposed to look like, or what let's not even go there. Boom. So what you talk about, Judas? That's what's going on. We're going to get to number 2 in just a minute, but I want to pull a few of these tarot cards. Listen, if you know you got a Judas in your life, you better do what Jesus did and tell him, listen. Now, you don't have to be judgmental and shady and all that stuff, but you do have to cut them off. Unless you want to deal with that energy. I don't know what you want to do. Some people want to healing. But Jesus said, baby, I got to go. I got to get up on this cross and do some ascending. But we already said, honey, Jesus already died for all of us, so none of us have to do that again. Okay? So let's see. We're going to pull a few little cards here just to see. Absolutely. Some of us, and you know, we have the six of wands. We had to fight to get where we are. And you know, and we won the battle, but still yet there are more things to do. There are still other things to do, so we cannot rest on our laurels. We got to keep going. And in doing so, that means I got to move beyond Judas. Absolutely. 4 swords. And some of us are in a resting period, and some of us just came out of a resting period where we had to reevaluate who we are and what we need out of this life. And focus on where we're going. Focus on our inner power and begin to trust our own vibes. And by me learning to trust my own vibes, that means Judas had to be cut off. I got to cut you off because you're no longer serving me. And didn't we talk about the 9 of Swords? We talked about it. Some of us have been staying up late at night, concerned and worried. Oh, you know, I wouldn't say concerned and worried, but knowing that there is a Judas in the midst. And you've been stabbing me in my back. Not only my back, Biznayich, you had the nerve to stab me in the front too. So you got to be cut off. Can't have it. I can't even talk to you. Sorry. Because you are a manipulator and you're no good. That's right, King of Wands. I've done all the work, took all the action. Now I get to sit on my laurels. Now I get to sit on my crown. Now I get to relax and oversee everything that's going on. That's where we're moving to. This is the place we're moving. Where you are giving the commands and making the decisions. Making things happen. Pile number 1. Watch out for those Geminis. And you know what? A Gemini could be coming into your life to be your support system. Or a Gemini and Aries could be coming into your life to be your support system. And they could be your support system. Or they could be on the dark, you know, working in the shadows and stuff like that and trying to bring you down. But what you need to do is focus on your inner power, trust your vibes in efforts to bring harmony and resolution into your life, because there is opportunity and change coming into your life. A lot of change. A lot of change. Why? Because you have purpose. You are a healer of the age. And you as you continue to work on your yin and yang, your dark and your shadow, your divine feminine and masculine, you will become that which you came to this place to do. I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. Make sure you like the video, share, and comment. Because when we know together, we grow together. I'll chat with you later. All right, guys. Pile number 2. We're going to keep going. What you want, Judas? Ain't nobody got time for you today. We're going to move on to pile number 2. Well, let me show you how it goes. I just love that. I digress. You know me, I'm nosy and like to get into stuff. Anyway, let's keep going. So we have Aquarius coming in, pile number 2. Trust the universe. Don't trust Judas. Because see, Judas will bring you down. So trust in the universe. We got Aquarius. We got more air coming in. Oh, okay. And I like this because you can see how the move. So we got a lot of movement coming in for you guys. Pile number 2. You've been feeling a lot of movement. A lot of movement. We have the first quarter moon in Aquarius. So you've been feeling a lot of movement, and you have been feeling like, you know what? I need to take a little time for myself, focus on me, and go with the flow. Basically, go with the flow, move with the movement, and see where things take me. I'm open. You've been open to learning new things, trying new things, and going new places. So let's see what's going on here. Yes, trustworthy friends. Hello. Talk about hey, baby. This is what we need. And this is what pile number 2, this is what you're getting ready to receive. You're going to get a friend that is going to replace Judas, and that's going to carry you carry you all the way. Trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. So basically what that's telling me, you've probably already you've already cut Judas out of your life. You've already cut Judas out of your life. Hey, Judas could even still be there and getting ready to turn into Peter or Paul. I don't know what's going on, but you do. You know, pile number 2, you know what's going on. I'm just the messenger. Absolutely. Divine physician. Wow, so we have the caduceus here bringing in, and I see also an upgrading your DNA. Pile number 2, you're starting to feel, when I say upgrading to your DNA, I mean on not only on a physical level, but a spiritual level. Now, as we are learning, when we do move from the third, fourth to the 5th dimension, there is supposed to be a DNA upgrade, okay? There is, all right? And also, this caduceus speaks to the double helix. And I believe for you all, you're moving from that just 2 helix to maybe, well, we're supposed to have 12, as we were created. So you're moving back into a place where you could hear things, see things, feel things, and know things. You're probably dreaming and understanding your dreams. You're probably seeing, synchronicities as in numbers, names. You're hearing a name. You're hearing a song all the time. Like, it's crazy. Why am I hearing this song again? And also, you're probably also experiencing a lot of things where you are experiencing them in your spirit. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Now, also, some of you are beginning to change your diet in pile number 2. Also, working on your spiritual diet as well. I'm meditating more. I'm contemplating more. I'm thinking about things on a spiritual level more. And as far as the physical, some of you could be working, trying to work on your diet to lose weight so you can move into your physical wellness. And some of you have received messages from your doctor saying you are now healed. Or the spirit, or Raphael could be coming in and telling you, listen, this is something that you need to look at. You need to go to the doctor and take care of this. You could be having some physical ailment that hasn't been, the doctor hasn't said basically what it is because you ain't been to the doctor and you need to go. But we moving on. And talking about meditation and contemplation, composure. You have taken the time to focus on yourself, settle down, you put your sword down, you put your weapon down, and now I want to live in peace. I'm no longer fighting others, and most importantly, I'm not fighting myself. Why? Because I have trustworthy friends in my life. Judas is gone. Judas is already gone. See? Talking about peace, ease, and grace. Baby, you have moved into a whole new level, spiritual level. You are the alchemist. You are changing from bad to good. And speaking of being an alchemist, you are, and the caduceus, you are upgrading yourself by meditating and contemplating on not only who you are, but what is your purpose? What do you want to do? You're starting to figure these things out. And you are understanding and interpreting your dreams. You're doing that. When deja vu happens, you know immediately this is deja vu. And then what you say in the moment of the deja vu, as you realize this is deja vu, you have the wherewithal to say, what do I need to do? I've been through this already, so what do I need to do now? Baby, this is good, pile number 2. This is good. And talking about, understanding who you are and going through the deja vu and saying, what do I need to do? Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that cannot be changed. And that's why you ask, what do I need to do? You're not trying to change it. But if change needs to happen, you're asking, what do I need to do? Oh, yes. I love it. Pile number 2. Oh, it just keeps going. Guys, you are surrendering to your whole new self. Yes, it is a divine upgrade on a spiritual and physical level. You have surrendered. I surrender. I can release the change. I need to release the need to control. Baby. And that is, you know what? I think with this card here, your trustworthy friends, I think this could be on a spiritual level. Your guardian angels, your passed on loved ones, your spiritual guides. Those are your trustworthy friends, teaching you to become a trustworthy friend. Baby. And it could be an Aries. It could be an Aries. Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius. Well, let's see who else it could be. It could also be a Capricorn. Listen, unleash your kindest self. First quarter, and we have 2 first quarter moons. So this, when I hear first quarter moon, I'm hearing something brand new. This is brand new. Brand new experience that I'm going through. This is brand new. I'm feeling something brand new. Wow. And I do believe, pile number 2, that you are learning to be that trustworthy friend. And you are accepting who you are. And you are surrendering to that new self. You're surrendering to the new beginnings, to this higher being that you are. See? But you're still kind of concerned. Oh, I need to. Well, we'll do that. I wanted to read a number in pile number 1, but you know what? I just remembered to do it, so I'm going to read it for pile number 2, and the number was 22. You see, I'm going to do that, but there is some indecisions. You're trying to figure out which way to go. You already know which way to go. You already know which way to go. Why? Because you've been thinking. You have been thinking and contemplating on this for a while. But I do want to read number 22. And I think it's probably more important for you all than it was for pile number 1. So, and I'm reading it from the Angel Number book. And it says, You're at a critical point on your journey. See? Journeys here. You're at that critical point right here. You see that? You see that? You're on that critical point, pile number 2, which will help you understand the relationships and the spiritual assignments that will support your growth. Okay. That was definitely meant for you all. You're at a critical point where you have to make a decision, okay, about, your trustworthy friends. And I believe you've already made that decision. And who else? So we got Capricorn in there. Who else is a trustworthy friend? Let's see. For pile number 2. So we have waxing moon, and the energy is growing momentum. Of course, you can feel that energy coming in, and we have Capricorn coming in. The Capricorn again is coming in. So I could be talking to Capricorns or someone with Capricorns in their life, because we have Capricorn twice, and the end of a rough cycle approaches. Oh, well, I'm going to just do these 2 more, and we're going to move on, because I just like to be nosy. We have waxing moon again, but it's a crescent. Have faith in your dreams. So we were talking about the dreams earlier. So you guys are able, some of you in this reading in pile number 2 definitely have the ability, like Joseph, to interpret dreams. That is a major, major gift in your life, and you need to trust your interpretation. And we also have Taurus coming in to say, listen, you keep moving in the direction that you're going for the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. You keep moving. You keep moving. Let's see pile number 2. So far, we have trustworthy friends, divine physician. And that's talking about, you meditating and contemplating, being the alchemist in your life, accepting and surrendering. You already know the decision that you have to make, so that's nothing to deal with. And thinking man. Yeah. So we have 3 of Cups. All right. It could be a celebration. It could be some type of threesome going on that you may have had to cut off. Leave Judas because of a situation where there was a third party involved. I don't know. Or you could be it could be 3 trustworthy friends coming together to make something happen. And the World card is coming in and say, listen, you have support of the spiritual, the divine, the passed on loved ones, animal spirits. Everything is supporting you. You're being supported. And you're growing. Okay, so now we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so there are 3 of you. So somebody has 3. A few of you have a situation of 3. Okay, and with the indecision, or some of you in this threesome that's going on, you don't quite agree with it. But the others of you, they're all friends and they're very trustworthy. Let's see. Yeah, see, somebody just came out of hermit mode where it's only been you, and now there's 3 of you. You're used to dealing with only yourself. Now you got to deal with these other people, and maybe you don't know how it's going to turn out. But with the other hermits, some of you are saying, I'm so glad I have my trustworthy friends to come in to support me. I appreciate that. And that support and the threesome that's coming along is bringing you prosperity. And on the other hand, it's cutting prosperity off for some of you others. I don't even know if that came out right, Jesus. But let's see. Uh-huh. Yeah, theft. It ain't good for some of you. It's not good for some of you. But for others of you, to talk about divine, you've been resting, yeah, in your hermit mode in efforts to do some healing on yourself and things like that. Listen, I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. Pile number 2. What a great read. What a great reading. Listen, I want you to like the video, leave a comment, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I will read you later. Okay, pile number 3. Let's continue. We want to find out. I want to know what you want, Judas. You know why? Because it's time for upgrades and to move on. We got to move on. I don't have time to be standing around, sitting around, worrying about what you doing and where you been. Let's see. Oh, we got Gemini coming in again. Wow, Gemini came in for pile number 1 also. So if you do have a Gemini in your life and you're dealing with a Gemini and you chose pile number 3, go ahead and look at pile number 1 as well, okay? Or just watch the whole video. So Gemini, full moon in Gemini is coming in to say, embrace the flow of life. And when we're talking about full moon, we're actually at the end of a cycle and getting ready to move into a new cycle. So we have to embrace the flow of life. So everything is moving the way it's supposed to be moving and all of those things, preparing you for a whole new cycle. So be ready for that. Open your wings and just let it carry you all the way. Right, signs and synchronicities, yin and yang here. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Going with the flow of life. In efforts to go with the flow of life, Soulsters, you have got to, watch the signs and synchronicities, but trust in the guidance that is being given to you. Know that that it is your responsibility to integrate your shadow side with your light side and embrace all that you are, denying nothing and embracing it all. You came here like this for a reason. So embrace it. Do not judge yourself and don't judge others. But there are signs and synchronicities coming into your life. You're seeing numbers. You're hearing names, a particular name all the time of a passed on loved one Or it could be someone that's moving in towards you. But you're seeing numbers 222, 111, 444. You know, the fives, the sixes, the sevens, 1212, 2112, 1111. We're seeing all these signs of synchronicities. We're seeing the same color all the time. There is a reason for that. And when we are going through that, it is okay to meditate on it and allow the information to be downloaded into your spiritual self so you can understand what these synchronicities are and what they mean. Healthy choices, and so that's what we're talking about when we're talking about sitting down, meditating, contemplating, sending up information of what this synchronicity is, because it could be speaking about you moving into a place where you're making more healthy choices. And one of the most healthiest choice is to cut off Judas. Oop, God forgive me, Jesus. To cut off Judas. To cut off someone in your life that's no longer supporting your healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. Okay? You may have to do that. You may have to find a place where you have to make the decision to cut out somebody in your life that's no longer supporting your growth. If they're keeping you back more than they're pushing you forward, they probably need to be cut off, but that's your decision. You know when and why. Because the fact of the matter is, we've all made decisions to engage in each other before we got here. And that engagement and those experiences is teaching us to be stronger for ourselves and for that person or that thing. Take charge and action. And I see Aries here, but we do also have an arrow here, you know, so you can hit the spot. So you could take charge. It's time for you to take charge, make the healthy decision that needs to be made. So you can move and move into an actuary place where you can actually begin to move into that fifth dimension with freedom and with the flow of life. You got to make, basically, you got to make a decision. It's time for you to make the decision. Pile number 3, it's decision time. Why? You have to make the decision because you're moving into a place of sure manifestation. And if you won't move to fifth dimension unless you're ready, unless you're physically and spiritually ready to handle the sheer responsibility of manifestation. Because we don't have time to be bringing down the wrong stuff and effing up things that don't need to be effed up. Basically. Indecisions. Take charge and action and release the indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So when you are in the flow of life, you are going with the flow. I don't need to make crazy decisions. I just need to just open myself up and allow myself to move with life. Excuse me. If life is telling you to go in a certain direction without something, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, and you need to trust it. And it is your intuition. And that's probably why you're getting signs of synchronicities, because it's time for change. Pile number 3, you already know. And let go of failures. Let it go. And like we were saying earlier, with the experience, we decided to come here for the experience. to learn to grow to a higher place. So in knowing that, when we see this card about failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So this is what we're saying when we need to forgive ourselves. You done nothing wrong. Everything that we go through, we are meant to go through it in efforts for us to have spiritual growth. And in what spiritual growth is, an opportunity where we learned. We learned. And if we don't let it go and we continue to hold on to the past life trauma, we will continue to stay in that cycle. This is about letting go, surrendering, releasing, and moving into a higher place. You understand? Let's see who else is coming through. We have Aquarius coming through again and talk about the flow of life here. Talking about energy waves. Open up to change. We was just talking about it. Just talking about it. So Judas could be the Gemini or the Aquarius, or they could be someone that's coming in to help support you. You know what's going on. You know what you need to do. So if you holding on to your Judas, what you want, Judas, if that question is coming into your mind, baby, you might need to get that axe out and do some cutting. Or the sword. Why? Because baby, they could be bringing envy into your life. They could be envious of who you are, and you already know it. You already know it, and yet some of you are just dealing with it. No, you got to change that. You got to change it. No more time for failures and indecision. We got to let envy go, because that is a very low vibrating emotion and all that kind of crazy stuff. It's very low. Yeah, guys, pile number 3. This is the pile that needs to take you. This is the pile that may need to cut off Judas. That's you and that's Judas. Or this could be you and that could be Judas. With the yin and yang also. I wonder if they told you that we are supposed to be together forever and all this and all that. I see this here, the 2 horses. I see the Gemini twins, and I see the yin and yang here. Someone's told pile number 3. Someone in pile number 3 has been told, or some of you in pile number 3 has been told that we're supposed to be together. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to pull a few of these, just a few. And the reason why I'm moving on is because I really don't want to stay on that, because this is your decision to make. You know what you need to do. It is time for you to take charge. And it's time for you to embrace new action. It's baby. Because you are the ones who are the magicians and the manifestors. So whatever action that you take is going to be it's going to decide whether you fail or not. That's all. That's what I was told to say, and I ain't saying nothing else. But we already have a decision. We have this, a lot of you are going to, full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is in the forecast. You're going to do exactly what you need to do. You're going to do exactly what you need to do. And a lot of you in pile number 3 have already done it. You have just been asking, did I make the right decision? Did I fail? No. You made the right decision, and this was a win-win situation. You won, and Judas, well, guess what? They're going to win too, because they're going to realize that, you know what? We really weren't supposed to be together. I was supposed to learn what I learned. I learned. Now it is time for me to become better. So what you did was you gave them you took your healthy choices, you made the right decision, and you helped them. And they're no longer dealing with envy anymore. They're no longer dealing with that. It's over. They don't have to deal with that any longer. They're not dealing with that any longer. Well, now we have Eight of Swords coming in. You're no longer restricted, and you're not bound anymore by your mental capacity and thinking about failure. You're free. You're free of that. You're no longer even thinking about that anymore, baby. Because now we have okay. So I'm gonna have to read 8:8, but you have walked away from the love and from all of that stuff that they say, oh, we're supposed to be together and blah, 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 this and that. No, you've walked away from it. And also with the synchronicities, you guys are getting synchronicities in your dreams. And I think we have a full moon coming up. Is it in Leo? I'm going to have to look it up, but we do have a full moon coming up early August. So be looking at that, and also be paying attention to your dream state. This is the moon card. Pay attention to your dream state. And we have the light and dark again, the yin and yang again. So, maybe, listen, I'm being told to say, and I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to put, and I didn't do this with the other ones, because I think something's going on where somebody has said, we're supposed to be together forever and this and that. I'm going to leave you out because you wanted to stay. I'm going to just do two. But it's funny. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I giggle. I sniggle all the time. My daddy used to say, why you sniggling? I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Is that word in a dictionary, sniggling? I don't know. My daddy is funny. But, this person really did tell you, oh, we're supposed to be together and this and that, and somebody had to give them the axe. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, you will automatically transform. Once you understand that the chop was needed, you'll be able to move on, and you'll be able to transform into a higher place. Once you make that healthy decision to do the chop, transformation is abound. But it's your responsibility to take charge and action. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Now, for some of you, you may be getting ready to do the chop too soon, and you need to reevaluate what's going on and manifest. Learn to manifest, be the alchemist, learn to manifest a more healthy relationship, but listen, the healthy relationship, must start with you, and it will reflect in all your other relationships. Some of you need to do the chop, and the other of you need to not do the chop and work on yourself, because you might be the Judas and you may not be. Some of you might be the Judas and you know who you are, but some of you, because I'm going to tell you why. You may be doing things on purpose to be unfair, hard to work with, hard to get along with, and you know that, and that's why you need to release those choices of being not nice. You need to cut that out of you. And the person that you're dealing with is helping you learn how to be better, how to embrace the flow of life. Okay, pile number 3. Listen, you know what you need to do. Some of you need to do one thing and the others need to do the other. You already know. And it's very easy. Just think about, do your meditation, your prayers, your contemplation, and make your decision, because it is up to you to take charge and action. Because some of you need to let go of that envy. The ones of you who know that you're not being very kind, let it go. You know who you are. I said I was going to read 8:8, didn't I? Let me read it real quick. Just real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. There's a portal opening up to you to step into a more spiritual centered life. Okay? But before you can go in there, you got to work, you got to do the work. You got to, like I said in my last video, the elevator to moving up high it's not there. We're going to have to, right now we're having to climb the stairs. That way we can look at everything that's going on and bring it in and experience the whole thing. Okay, guys, I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. Make sure you do me a good favor, like the video, leave a comment, share it with someone, and also subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep doing these videos as much as I can, when I can, because I really do enjoy coming and sharing my time with you and feeling the energy. I love the energy that you send to me, and when I do the readings, I really do feel your energy, and it makes me feel great. I absolutely love it. I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot, and I'll read you later.